Welcome back then to Circuit Mark Webber for the start of today's proceedings. Whoa, we've got one gone around already. Looks like that will be okay though, so we are ready. Here we go then, the first heat race of the day. The novices come out for their heat number 2 race. And round PCR hairpin they go. Down into the pulse tuning hairpin. Then they'll come back up past me. Past the PCR sign. These are the novices. And they have got the honour of the first race on circuit this morning. 8 laps of racing still, remember. And around they all go through KSR engines up to the top of the hill. Down the RKA main straight away they come. Now they'll start to slow it down and form it all up, and we'll give you the names once they cross that timing beacon this time. Alrighty, all over the line and all across the timing now. Let's give you a shout out on who is on circuit. Oh, hang on. All right, as we go up the hill, on track, we've got Oscar Haddon, Riley Bates, Carter Lampard, Aidan McCabe, and Hugh Schweiker. They are the 5 drivers in the novice class. And as they head up the hill, coming back down now, and timing's got no names on it, so bear with me while I just see if that does come into life. At the moment there's nothing on there, so you'll have to just bear with me. We'll have to refer to paper in a minute as they come down the hill, heading into pit corner. 3 curbs that these guys will all be wanting to miss as they come through there. We're getting ready for a green light race start. Do we go green first? And Vasking, away we go. We are racing and heading down into turn 1. Through they all go. And still we've got no names on the timing, so I'm going to have to revert to the old method for this one. Round they come towards me. It looks like it is Haddon, I think. Oscar Haddon, who gets the whole shot. It is indeed Haddon then. Leads them down into pulse tuning. Back up towards me. They will come and start the long climb up the hill. Right behind Haddon, that number 12 car of Riley Bates. So Riley Bates is steaming up the hill in pursuit of Haddon. And round they'll go up to the hairpin at the top of the hill. Back down they'll come. They've all spaced out already. Haddon though, assuming where he left off yesterday and absolutely charging back down the hill. This time though, Bates is not getting left. So Bates had the pace down the hill. Changes for sure have been made to the number 12 PCR kart. Whoa, looked to go up the inside but doesn't make that move. Now we've got a race on our hands. Haddon may not have it all his own way. Still nothing on timing. Oh, disaster. Gonna have to go to the old method as we come through. The 97 kart is in P3 at the moment. And that is Carter Lampert. So Carter goes through. Behind Carter it's the 77 Aidan McCabe. Behind Aidan, Schweiker, the number 2 kart, heads up the hill now, following the pack up front. They all go up to the hairpin at the top of the hill, and still the front 2 not sorted out. It's still close. Watch now for Bates, close that gap back down the hill. Haddon most certainly not getting away this time. He is not breaking that toe, and Bates has the run on him, coming down into turn 1. Looks to go up the inside. He shows the nose once more. He's giving him a good old hurry up. Down they go, down into the dipper. Never come back up to the PCR hairpin. Bates and Haddon are going to slug this out this time. Through they come, through PCR, jacking the tyres as they go through. They all stream past me. Lampard, McCabe, and then Schweiker comes through at the back. Schweiker, whoa, went really wide. Went in a little bit hot. Meanwhile, Haddon still with Bates for company. Through they go, up the hill. Still nothing on timing. Through the left-hander of KSR engines. Up the hill they head. Into the hairpin. And now they'll start that charge back down. Boy, I wish I had times, because this would have been mighty interesting to see what Bates is doing. Oh, now I've got time and it's on. All right, let's go. Haddon, quickest kart on track in the minute. 55.256, 55.270 to Batesy. He is not letting up. The pressure is being firmly put on, and Haddon hanging on in there at the moment out front, but is being given a good run for his money. Wow, really close up in PCR. Does it all scoot past me? Schweiker heads up the hill now through the dipper himself, while the leader's already coming through. Pulse tuning back past the PCR sign, past me. Haddon and Bates making a race of it this time. The PCR number 12 kart feathers the throttle through the left-hander of KSR, heads up to the top of the hill. The changes made overnight have clearly worked for the number 12 kart. He is most certainly not getting dropped, but Haddon's gone into the 54s, 54.994. Bates is going to have to answer that back as they come past the grandstand down the hill. Bates again closes up on him. Over the line they go, 54 to the pair of them. 54.84, 54.848. There is 8/100ths of a second between them. They are hammer time. Through PCR they go. Followed by Lampert, then McCabe. Schweiker's heading down the hill now into the dipper, whilst the leaders have gone through pulse tuning. Back up the hill they come. Still Batesy holding on to the back of Haddon, not letting him go. Haddon though, 0.197 to the good. Can he bring it all back together coming down the hill again? The question is, where will he manufacture a pass? Here at Circuit Mark Webber, there are plenty of overtaking opportunities, but Haddon is a mighty fast kart. Down the hill, through the chicane. Now they head down past the tower, into turn one. Once again, he's right on his tail. Through they go, through the left-hander. Whoa, bit of a gap there, Haddon. Still only 0.166, though the gap has shrunk because Bates was the quickest kart on track that time round. Bates has got some pace in this one as they all come through. PCR, head down into pulse tuning now. Back up the hill they will come. Past the PCR sign, past me. Batesy gets down underneath the fairing. Down he goes through KSR. Up the hill once more. Not letting up on the pressure at all. He got the quickest lap on the last lap. The question is, where can he get in that slipstream enough to get past? Down the hill they come. Whoa, bit of a gap this time. He's not on his tail. Haddon's had a good run up the hill. Bates has now got work to do, get it back in the sleep. Oh, look at that. Off the pit corner chicane. He grabs it all back. But now Haddon, quicker on that one. 54.275. Starting to turn up the wick is Haddon. Starting to wind it up a little bit more. Bates is going to have to go a little bit faster than he's been before for sure. 0.288 the gap that time. They've completed 6 laps. 2 to go. Bates can't get in the toe anymore. He's been dropped 6 car lengths now. Lampert goes through. Then goes Aidan McCabe. Behind me, Schweiker comes past. And down the hill they come now then. Heading into pit corner. A sequence of 3 curves. They just miss them. Then they just ride the second one. Down past the tower they head. Heading through turn 1 now. The gap is extended. Almost half a second. 0.499. And Haddon, as if to say, you will not catch me, has turned up the whip to half a second advantage. And Bates is just trying to drag him back through the infield. Down a pulse tuning, but they'll come back up towards me past his PCR sign. Bates, I don't think you catch him from here. It's still Haddon, Bates, Lampert, McCabe, Schweiker. Up the hill they go. Past me and into the hairpin at the top of the hill for the last time. This is your novice class, heat number 2, Circuit Mark Webber. Championship round number 2 for Canberra Car Club. And it is winner, chicken dinner, Oscar Haddon. 2nd, Riley Bates. 3rd will be Carter Lampert. 4th will be Aidan McCabe. And 5th, give it up when he gets it up on him, and Hugh Schweiker will come home 5th. Well done to Hugh, sticking in there. But give it up for the leader. He had to really work for that one. And that was a big Jaws. Oh, Batesy really came at him. What will he do in the final? Little tweak and he could well be right on the pace. So brilliant stuff from the kids. And there goes Hugh Swiker over the line.